Hey guys, Tamisha, hopefully you can see and hear my screen or see me. I'm sorry, hear my screen. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got bumped off. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you all are still here, so I can try to. Um, Someone said, "What happened?" We're back on now. We're back. So you might want to go in the chat. Hold on, pause this thing. Uh, all right.
all
Yeah.
right. Sorry about that, guys.
So back to the question. We pick up right where we left off at because we are actually over 9 o'clock because of that. But I think everyone's good. Again, I call you Todd for short. He said I did that. The way I brought the question to everyone was how he meant it. So again, he was talking about being that we have this tool now that can scrape all of this stuff. So scrape all of these URL and we URLs, and we all use pretty much the same ones. It would somewhat become saturated within the community. And I was basically kind of like telling a little background story about how we connected with the owners and creators of these tools way back when. Even though we could have went to other, we could have went to companies and got into MLM, so on and so forth. And it's because they share the same passion and concern that we do for the community, and they know what they are doing. Um, One of the reasons why we have all of these stores, and I mentioned earlier that I kind of object to it when we had a meeting one time, because at the time we were going through some issues, and I thought that it was more important to get those issues straightened out before we added anything else. And many of you probably thought that the same way back then. But again, they are professionals and very skilled at what they do, and they had a game plan. And the reason why we have all of these stores is because, for example, uh, maybe 90% or more of the dropshipping community uses Walmart, Amazon, and for a long time, people didn't even use Walmart because they were taught that Walmart would not allow you to drop ship from their close your account, so on and so forth. And that's my primary source. But anyway, we use Walmart, Amazon, Target, um, Wayfair, Hay Needle, Overstock. It's maybe 10 stores that 90% or more of the drop shipping community use. However, there are thousands of stores out there, treasures out there that we do not venture out into because we have been taught to stay with these particular stores. So the Hydralista and SKU Grid community are developers and owners thinking much bigger. With these tools, now there's no reason why you cannot go, or we cannot go out into these other stores and test the waters. One, because with Profit SKU, you can now, oh man, I'm about to spill it. But anyway, with Profit SKU and these tools, you will not fear going out there because you can do it fast. You can scrape for profits to see, if some of those stores have items that are being sold on eBay, and you can use those stores. And I'm willing to bet that you will find treasures and low competition in some of those 400 nearly 400 stores we have. Why? Because everybody is still using Amazon, Walmart, Target, Wayfair, Overstock, etc. So to answer that question in a short lecture, if we use what we got, if you adapt your thinking to what we have going on, to the bigger picture of drop shipping, there's no way possible we can saturate any store or URL, because we would be, it's too many stores. They're adding stores, 5 to 10 stores, at least once a month. So that is the answer. Venture out, go out, and try some other stores. And one other thing I want to add: you are able to find profitable items. I know individuals who have tried to sell me lists of items. Now, there's no guarantee that they will sell, but they would try to sell you a list of items for $200. Not saying that it's buying a list of items is not worth it, but these lists that many people sell, basically what they do, they go and they find items on one store, look on the platform, and see that, oh, this store has the item for $15, and they are selling it on eBay for, let's say, $100. Now, there's a difference between they have sold it. They have it set up for sale for $100. That don't mean it's sold. So they will show you this price, this profit margin, and you be like, oh wow, I can make such and such amount of money because of the, the price difference, but that item may never sell. And these lists, 10, 15 items, cost you $200. Whereas with this, you can scrape items that have already sold, they have been proven to sell one or more times for 10 cents. And again, this is why we are trying to get people to see the bigger picture of what we got, because with the training of DS Evolution, we have demonstrated more than once. And Amisha, I'm going to put the pressure on her right now. Amisha is going to come out with another case study for those who have the course that further builds upon what we did when we did the webinar with the weights. And I showed how we sold these weights by using our system. 80 something, 90, I think it's more than that now. But anyway, we applied the knowledge of DS Evolution to this particular item. And the first criteria we use is that the item must sell at least one time before we even touch it. So you now have the ability to go into all of these different stores, run a scan against eBay to see if they are selling at some type of profit. You have items that come back which have sold. Now you apply this knowledge to them to make them sell more, and your initial investment into these items was 10 cents.
10 cents a piece, man. And as far as the case study and everything and how that will go, what's interesting about that, it furthers what Maurice was saying about finding true gems in these other suppliers that people are not really utilizing. And Hydra and SKU give you the ability, and now Profit SKU, and you can request stores all you want. So if there's some other store out there that you're interested in, the guys can usually add it. But in any event, I found a store, and that's part of the case study is using a different supplier, which Maurice and I risk our own accounts and testing out the suppliers and everything like that, so that we can present that to students in our course. But in any event, I ended up finding some gems. I picked 2 items, different supplier, and now the items. What's it been? 3 months now? I don't know. But anyways, the item. I've got one that sold concepts that I will be teaching in the course, and that Maurice and I talk about in the course. Applying the concept. One item has sold, 80 something times now. The other item has sold 60, 70 times. I'd have to look at it, but I kind of lost count. I keep selling the supplier out, and that's the only reason why the sales have slowed down. If they would have kept on track, those items would have sold a few hundred times each already. But in any event, that was before I even had Profit SKU. But now that I do, that's going to make my life easier in finding these gems. So venture out, don't limit yourself just to what you're comfortable with. And if people ventured out more, then you're putting yourself out of competition. And that's what these tools allow you to do. So I think it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just so much you can say about it,
Yes. That's the Todd said his issues are cleared, and the tool has tremendous possibilities, and with 300 stores there will be room for many of us. Exactly. And that's the exact mindset, and like we said, like I said, I truly do, I know many of you may have been pitched before on products and stuff like that, and people tell you all kind of things to get you to buy stuff. But I honestly, those of you who are on here that know me, I honestly look at us all drop shippers, even those that are in different companies. I look at us as one band of people because we are the minority, and we have to exert some skills to make money on eBay, and we are doing that. Maybe not as much as we want to right now, but we are doing that. We are going up against people that are getting items at rock bottom prices, and we are still getting sales over them, basically because of the training that we have had, and we apply to these items, so to our accounts. So I look at us as one family. You know what I mean? So anything that we can do to help one another, whether we are in the same company or not, we are drop shippers. We are not wholesalers or anything like that. And there is plenty of room for those who adjust their thinking, their mindset, to not leaving alone, but knowing that there are more suppliers out there than just those main 10 that you have been taught to use. If you venture out into those other stores, you will find stores that are actually lower than the main ones that you use. And you will find stores, I'm going to just put it out there, Misha, you will find stores that are even more dropship friendly. Mm-hmm. And you can get dropship accounts where they send blind packages. Like, people have been tricked to believe that, Amazon and Walmart send plain boxes. It don't happen. They might hide the invoices or whatever, and that has worked for us. But there are stores within our database that want people like us to work with them. And they will send it to your customer without invoice, without any logos or anything on there, and give you discounts when you start doing high sales. And I'm going to leave it at that before I get in trouble.
Yeah, that's all you can tell, Maurice. I'm not ready to tell all that information yet. But in any event, yes, I am shipping in plain boxes, and I don't have any invoices in my box. And yes, they do give me volume discounts because I keep buying from them. And yes, they do have a sales rep that contacts me and says, you know what, the sales slowed down. What's wrong? And I said, well, I sold out of your items. You don't have any more. So, yeah, I mean, they even check on me. They have a rep I can contact on Facebook and Skype, and they check on me, make sure that I'm happy. And, anything like that, I get on their live chat about it. So anyways, there's those gems out there, and I would have never found it had it not been for the creators of Hydra Lister and SKU Grid. Okay, and those same creators have brought you Profit SKU to be used with those tools or without. It doesn't matter, but I'm just telling you, your life will be easier if you have it. But it's the same brilliant minds that created Hydra Lister and SKU Grid. So altogether, this is the most advanced system for dropshipping. And anyone that knows myself and Maurice knows we don't get behind just any product or opportunity or anything like that. We do not come out here and just promote anything willy-nilly to anybody. We're not really marketers. I mean, we are, but not really. That's not what we do. We are drop shippers first, and e-commerce entrepreneurs, or whatever you want to call it, first. And we solve the problems in the community, and that's what we're doing here today, and just bringing this information to you, because I think sometimes people don't see the true value in what they have. Also, I want to answer one more question here live, because I saw it come up and my internet had cut out at that time. Someone had asked, and I forget her name. She was saying, let's say she's doing the undercutting situation, and she's listing with ThunderLister. I think her question was, how does she do that? So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show that. I'm going to pull up ThunderLister in another tab here. ThunderLister is a simplified single lister in Hydra. This is all Hydra version 2. So let's say there's an item here. Let's say it's this one. All right, so I'm going to take these Okay, well, you kind of have to do this sometimes. For some reason, some of the ASINs won't come up properly. Oh, it's out of stock. Okay, I don't want to use that one yet. All right, so try to find something else here. I'm going to pick something that has a higher profit percentage. Uh-oh. Is the internet going out again? I have a new network adapter on the way, guys, so. Okay. Let's look at this here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the ASIN number. I'm going to go over to Thunderlister. Maurice? Hello? Can you guys still hear me and see me? Oh man, not good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to Hydralister. I'm going to type in the Amazon URL. I'm going to go ahead and put in SKU opt fulfilled. I know a lot of people ask some questions about that, but that's because I use SKU Grid and I want it to automatically be tracked to the lowest fulfilled seller. So I put that at the end of my URL. Hit US. Add item. Okay, I think something just happened with Maurice's microphone here. But I'm still here, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then after this, we'll cut it short. But you know, so I'll go ahead and shorten up the title or do whatever editing, as little or as much as you want. You know, I don't really tend to do too much. Take out some of these words. As you can see, there's a character counter here. I'm just going to take out the rest of this mess. Cosmetic is in here twice. Horrible title. Okay. Hit update in description. So the person was asking, how do I enter my selling price? So you would hit the profit calculator. All right. And I will go over here to my grid, and I see that it costs $16.98. As you can see, $16.99. And they're selling it for $30.51. So I would come in here and I would just do eBay final price and type in $29.99. Use that margin, and I'd come down here and I'd list the item. Like, that's it. I would just list it. But that's how I would do that. So we're having technical difficulties again. So we're going to go ahead and end this now, but don't worry, we will, you know, be working to deliver more content, more value to you guys, and more demonstrations as needed. And if you don't already have Profit SKU, I encourage you to click the button below this video and go ahead and sign up for your trial. It'll cost you $1 and you'll get 10 profitable items. You know, however long it takes you to get 10 profitable items, that's what you'll get. So if you don't already have Profit SKU, go ahead and sign up for your trial if you'd like, and we'll see you on the other side.